safe. Suppose there are crocodiles in that water. Jamaica has crocodiles. If the place flood, who to tell? Crocodiles might end up in the water swimming with you. Okay guys, hello and welcome back to Nessa Nell. Now I am here to give you guys a story time. Now this probably might be a boring story to you or whatever, but just listen and see what happens. So first of all, I am at home, just finished exercising. As you can see, I'm still in my exercise outfit and stuff, sitting down watching TV and relaxing. I'm like, okay, let me put on the Flash, right? So I'm watching the Flash now and rain start falling. So I'm like, the rain began to fall, whatever you guys, however you say it, the rain began to fall. So I'm like, okay, I'm there now, and only if you hear something goes boom, 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 right? Only if you hear something go boom, 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 and like the ground feel like a shake a bit because of the sound. You know, the effects of the sound cause the floor to shake. So then the floor shake and everything, and then the light just go away. Like the light just just go away. You get me? So me didn't know, and I'm like, alright. Look outside. Place start flood. Water just had to rush down the road. I go away. And I'm like, oh God, what is going on? I am the only one at home, so I am here fretting and stuff and wondering, okay. So I am an overthinker. So guess what came to my head? I'm sitting down and I'm looking outside. I'm like, alright. Anyhow, that water level starts to rise, right? I know that water level start to rise and come higher and higher. Make sure I put on my track shoes and say, alright, I'm gonna run, I'm gonna shut it out of the house. Well, tell me something. If the rain is falling and the place is flooding, where are you going to run to? Which road are you going to run on? The only thing you can do is swim out of there, and thank God I can swim. So I would swim out of here, but here is the dilemma now. But here's the thing, where are you going to swim to? When you're swimming, there might be debris in the water. So how are you going to swim out of here? Right? Where you go swim and you buck up in a fridge? Or you're swimming and then a leaf branch just cut you? Or you're swimming and when you look, is a bed that passing you? It's not safe. So I said, okay, there is an ackee tree on the outside of my house. Maybe I can climb that ackee tree and go on my rooftop, right? If the water level begins to rise. But there's another dilemma. That ackee tree is filled with bees, and I am afraid of bees. I hate bees and I hate wasps, so there's no way you would have find me climbing that ackee tree. So what you can do, this thing where them teach you swimming class first, where you tread on top of the water till you reach up on the rooftop. You just tread, and you go on the rooftop and you just stand up on the rooftop. And then if water start come higher than your rooftop, you look at your neighbor rooftop and say, oh, my neighbor's rooftop is higher than mine. Run, jump, climb until you reach on their rooftop, and you'll be safe, right? You'll be safe. Then now you probably think this is a survival guide, okay? This is a survival guide. So if it is that now you're on the rooftop and say the phone lines are down, don't you ever dare think that you're supposed to jump into that water. Say for instance you're living in Kingston and your parents work in Halfway Tree. You don't think you must jump in the water and swim to Halfway Tree to find your parents and feel a little bit safe? No. No, that's not safe. Suppose there are crocodiles in that water. Jamaica has crocodiles. If the place flood, who to tell? Crocodiles might end up in the water swimming with you. Now this is like a scary movie. What do you do? Suppose you're on that rooftop and you see crocodiles swimming past you. What are you going to do in that moment? Right then and there, just cut a prayer. God, protect me. God, send your angels to guide me. Serious thing though. Anybody ever sit down and think about that? Do not. That's what happens when you're an overthinker. Overthinkers think too much. You think about what can happen, what to do if this happens, and then you think about 1 million different scenarios. Because now one day me and my best friend and I and her husband we were at Hillshire Beach eating fish and festival. Right? We're looking on the ocean and stuff, on the sea, whatever you want to call it, and there's like clouds forming and they're getting darker and darker and getting closer, so it looks like a storm. We saw an island. Afterwards the island disappeared. So we sat there and we said to each other, you know, if this was a scary movie, would I sit down and say the people them would sit and say these people don't have any sense? Like, you literally can see the storm coming and you're here sitting down and not moving, and they don't have no sense. Run, fool, run. But we sit down there like we not have no sense. So we sit down and watch it till even the island disappeared. I would sit down watching and laughing and say, if this was a scary movie, we would have said this and we would have said that. And look at us now, we're not rain. The rain washed us, like literally rain come down, and it was like a scary movie. And you know, like tornado coming, it was like a tornado coming. Like everybody run, everybody dash their vehicles, jump in and drive off. And when you're driving, it's like the wind just blowing the vehicle, just woo. Yeah. So then we're saying to ourselves, but look at this. If it was a scary movie, we would have said to the person, run, fool, run. But we like, I don't know, sit there, see the rain coming and don't do anything until it reached me and was soaked. And then I was the one who had the key. Now this was funny, you know, because the husband was in first place running to the car, I was in second place, and my best friend was in the back. And I'm like, girl, run, come. Right? I'm like, run, come on, run, come in the rain. But my dad did, my dad did, we laugh. I couldn't stop laugh so till. So I had the car key. To get the car key out of the bag was a problem, because I was getting a lot of jokes and I was thinking about if it was a movie, what would happen. And I was like, geez, look at the memories we are making. This is so funny. So instead of taking out the key, we get soaked because I could not find it, right? Because of the jokes that I was getting. So we finally find it and we drive off and we just like, boy, we're fully always a fool. We're fool bad man. So anyway, guys, that's what goes on in the mind of an overthinker, which is my mind. And that was a story about what happened at Hillshire Beach one time. Anyway, remember to like and subscribe and tell a friend. See you next time.